Greg Ehrenberg here from Odd Chopper. I hope you guys' week is going well to this point. Yesterday's slate, it was a fun one because we hit an 8-1 home run prop, and I gave out 4 bets yesterday. All of them were plus money, and what's nice about just one of those winning, what's an 8-1 prop, it means for a profitable day. So I made some good money yesterday on Nathaniel Lowe at 8-1 to homer, and I hope you guys did as well. If you have any of those winning bet tickets, send them to me on Twitter. I'll feature them on the show here and get you guys one free week of our premium betting Discord. Also, I'm about to dig into today's slate and today's bets, so like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, but as per usual, leave me a comment below. I really like to know what it is that you guys are betting for today's slate. Really makes me think about some of my bets and maybe some other things also I hadn't otherwise considered. So leave a comment below. Anything you guys are betting, I want to hear from you. But these are my favorite bets for Wednesday's baseball slate. For today's hottest dong pick of the day, I'm going right back to yesterday's hottest dong pick of the day. Nathaniel Lowe. Yesterday we had him at 8-1. Today we're getting 9-1 odds on Nathaniel Lowe to homer, and he's another great matchup, which, I mean, in general, if you're facing the Baltimore Orioles, you have a good matchup. And this is another one for Nathaniel Lowe going up against Spencer Watkins. Watkins this year, 4.61 ERA, 5.97 expected ERA, not inducing very many ground balls, 38.1%. It's the same story as what we had yesterday. The pitcher's slightly different instead of Austin Voth. We're looking at Spencer Watkins, but it's another pitcher who gives up a lot of hard contact, gives up a lot of runs, puts the ball in the air. And everything I said about Nathaniel Lowe yesterday more or less holds true today. He's still having the best year of his career, 126 WRC+. That is the best mark of his career. He's hit 12 homers, so he's on pace to crush his career best home run mark. So we're looking at a guy in Nathaniel Lowe who's hit 12 homers in 74 games. So he's hitting a home run, once every 6 games or so, and we're getting 9-1 odds on him in a plus matchup. So that in itself doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And then also Camden Yards. It is playing more pitcher friendly this year, but keep in mind, same thing I said yesterday, as we're getting to the summer months and the weather's heating up there's going to be more runs scored in Baltimore in Camden Yards. So another hot day on the East Coast. I think we're going to see another higher scoring game. Second consecutive day. The hottest dong pick of the day is Nathaniel Lowe. We're getting even better odds on him today at 9-1. Betting on baseball is always fun, but you know what's even more fun of a way to make money? Free money. And that is what BetMGM is going to give you when you sign up for the first time using our promo code OSMLB, or you sign up using the link in the description box below. And BetMGM is going to give you $200 for free. All you have to do is place a $10 bet on any MLB money line after signing up using our promo code OSMLB. And they're going to give you that $200 for free. That's it. That's all you need to do. Take advantage of this offer. Collect your $200. The Toronto Blue Jays have had some disastrous pitcher free agent signings in the offseason. In fairness, they also signed Kevin Gausman. He's been really good this year. But Jose Berrios and Yusei Kikuchi have both sucked. So yesterday, Kikuchi got smashed by the A's. And today, we have under 4.5 strikeouts for Jose Berrios as one of the more positive EV bets of the day. So we have the under hitting 57% of the time, and it's plus 118 on the under. So obviously, whenever a pitcher is going up against the A's, it's a good matchup for them. The A's have one of the worst offenses in baseball, and Oakland's a very pitcher-friendly ballpark. But I have to look at the numbers that Berrios has put up this year and just think that he's not the pitcher he's been in previous years. And maybe he's tipping his pitches. Maybe there's an underlying injury. These are all possibilities. His velocity is down this year from the last couple of years. But a 5.72 ERA for Berrios, a 6.23 expected ERA, and then, of course, the strikeouts, which is the thing that we're looking at the most when it comes to a strikeout prop. He's only at an 18.3% K rate, which is by far the lowest mark of his career. Last year, he had a 26.1% K rate. For his career, a 23.4% strikeout rate. And it's not like things have gotten better as the season has gone on for Berrios either. Here are strikeout numbers in his last 3 starts. 3 last time out against the Rays. The start before that, he only struck out 1 hitter against the Brewers. The start before that, 1 strikeout against the Chicago White Sox. So over the course of his last 3 starts combined, Jose Berrios has only struck out 5 hitters. Obviously, like I said, this is an easy matchup against the Oakland A's, but Berrios just looks like a guy to fade right now, considering how bad these numbers are. Also, in those 3 starts where he didn't generate strikeouts, he gave up 16 earned runs over those 3 starts. He also gave up 5 home runs. So it's never ideal for a pitcher where you're giving up the same amount of home runs as the amount of hitters you're striking out, which is the situation Berrios is in. 5 homers allowed and 5 strikeouts over the last 3 starts. So I'm going to look to fade Berrios today. Give me the under 4.5 strikeouts, and we're getting significant plus money on it. How many starts in a row have I recommended betting the under for Graham Ashcraft strikeouts? It's been a decent amount of them in a row, and sometimes it's won, sometimes it hasn't, but our model always likes the under on Graham Ashcraft strikeouts. Today's no different, especially when you consider he's a really difficult matchup against the New York Mets, one of the best offenses in all of the National League. And Ashcraft has terrific stuff. He throws really hard. He has a cutter that touches 100 miles per hour, but it doesn't always lead to strikeouts. So his last few starts, he had that one outing against the Giants where he had 8 strikeouts. He crushed the over in that spot. But other than that, 1 strikeout against the Cubs, 4 against the Brewers, 2 against the Cardinals, 4 against the Diamondbacks, and then another start against the Giants where only struck out 1 hitter. So in general, Ashcraft has hit the under on his strikeouts more often than not. And like I said, he has good stuff, but it doesn't matter if he doesn't generate strikeouts. He only has a 14.8% K rate this year. And even when you look at his minor league numbers, he only struck out 20% of the hitters he faced in AAA this year. So if you're not generating strikeouts in the minor leagues, it's hard for me to project you to strike out very many hitters at the major league level, especially when Ashcraft has such a difficult matchup against the New York Mets. So if you take that one outing against the Giants out, which was really an outlier where he struck out 8 hitters, it's by far the most he struck out the entire season. I mean, we just pretty regularly see 2 or 3 strikeouts for Ashcraft. This number is set at 3.5. We have him projected right at 3 strikeouts. So once again, Graham Ashcraft under strikeouts for, 6 start in a row or something like that for me. Speaking of pitchers I like to fade, Lance Lynn is pitching today, and he just hasn't been the same pitcher to this point in the season. And there are some concerns that I have with Lance Lynn, and I've talked about Lance Lynn's struggles a lot since he's come back from the injured list. He's 35 years old. He's coming off knee surgery. He got lit up in AAA while he was getting ramped up and getting ready to pitch at the big league level. And to this point, the results haven't been great at the major league level either. 4.5 ERA, 4.01 expected ERA. But here's the number one thing that's a really big red flag to me when it comes to Lance Lynn. When you factor in the age and the knee surgery, and then you see that his fastball velocity is only at 92.6 miles per hour, it's an issue because the last few years where Lance Lynn has been a really solid pitcher, his fastball velocity's pretty regularly been 94 plus miles per hour. Last year, 94 miles per hour. The year before, 94.2. The year before that, 94.7. Now you've got him throwing a career low 92.6 miles per hour. And it's hard for me to think that the decreased velocity and decreased performance isn't related to the injury and age that we've seen here with Lance Lynn. So the strikeout rate at only 22.9%. It's hard for me to expect that we're going to see very many strikeouts from Lance Lynn going forward. He's a fairly difficult matchup today against the Minnesota Twins, and it's plus money on the under here. Under 5.5 strikeouts, plus 105. So I like fading Lance Lynn here, and I'm going to keep fading him until he gives me a reason to do otherwise. If we start to see Lance Lynn string a couple of good starts together, cool, I'll back off him. But for now, I've had a lot of success betting against Lance Lynn, both in terms of unders and money lines against him. And then a spot like the Minnesota Twins, we could look at numbers like first 5 inning over total runs for Minnesota. That's a fairly decent looking market. So Lance Lynn, I'm going to fade him until further notice. This is another spot where he's in a tough matchup. Strikeout prop all the way at 5.5. So give me the under 5.5 Ks for Lance Lynn. So to recap, the 4 bets that I'm placing for today's MLB action: Nathaniel Lowe plus 900 to homer. Hopefully we get another long odds hit here on Nathaniel Lowe after he came through for us yesterday. And then some strikeout props, 3 unders actually. Jose Berrios under 4.5 strikeouts. That's plus money. Lance Lynn under 5.5 strikeouts. That's plus money. And then Graham Ashcraft under 3.5 strikeouts. These are my favorite bets of the day. But what are yours? Leave me a comment below and let me know whatever it is that you guys are betting today. Also, if you have any winning screenshots, in particular, any Nathaniel Lowe hits yesterday, send them to me on Twitter and I could feature them on the show, get you guys some free stuff. Also, before you leave, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and good luck today.